We all need someone in our corner looking out for us who wants us to win. Array is that someone. When we do our best, we not only do well for ourselves, but help others as well, starting right now. This video will cover a situation in coaching that tends to be a common occurrence, when a mentee is unsure of the career path they would like to explore. In the following slides, we will provide a guide on how to best handle these situations so you can appropriately support your mentees as you work with them to plan out their professional future. Since this play is designed for coaches with the intent to guide them on how to best help their mentees, it falls under the role workflows part of the peak performance equation. This training app is teaching a method for how to handle a specific coaching situation. First, I would like to provide some context around when and how this play should be executed. When executing this play, it's critical that you've already built rapport with your mentee and expressed that your goal for them is the coaching mantra. It's critical that trust has been built throughout previous sessions. Play will typically be run in conjunction with Session 3. The first thing you do in Session 3 is review the homework assigned from the last meeting, which was for the mentee to select their personas and career pathways that they feel best suits them. This is an opportunity to evaluate their level of clarity about their professional future. Please keep in mind that the mentee may be hoping for you to figure this out for them, or for you to tell them what career path they should explore. It is your role as their coach to support and guide them, not to make decisions on their behalf. So make sure to work with them to figure it out. The execution of what you'll do next will more than likely depend on the information you gather during Session 3 and the level of confidence they have in the pathways they chose. You need to evaluate which category that will appear on the slide best represents your mentee's current professional vision. There will be different ways to proceed for each, but we'll cover that more in depth later. The first category is full vision. This is when your mentee knows what they want to do and are confident in the career pathway they've chosen. They are usually already in a position that's in that desired career pathway. Second category is options. This is when your mentee is interested in a few different career options, either within their current pathway or others. And the last category is little or no vision. This is when your mentee is very unsure of what pathways interest them. They just know that it's not to continue down the one they're currently in. Now let's go more in depth for how to handle moving forward with mentees in each of these categories. The easiest category your mentee can fall into is full vision. They have a clear image of where they want to go and are confident in the career pathway they've chosen. But this doesn't mean they're all set. You still need to take a few steps to help them actualize this vision. First, you'll need to get confirmation. Ask them if they're confident in the pathway they've selected and the future positions they listed in the homework. Next, you'll need to build plans. Continue to guide them through the coaching program and help your mentee build plans that solidify the vision of their pathway with actionable steps to get there. Remember, duration wins. And lastly, you'll need to provide resources to your mentee. Give them trainings that will improve their SAME needed for the future roles they want. On this slide, we'll cover what to do when you have a mentee with a few different career pathway options in mind, either within their current pathway or others. First thing you'll want to do is gather additional information. Ask your mentee some questions. Think about your current role and any previous roles you've had in the past. Which parts of those jobs did you enjoy the most? Which jobs did you enjoy the least? Next, you'll want them to choose their top options from all of the ones they're interested in. If they have several different pathways listed, asking the above questions may narrow it down some. Try to get it down to the top 2 or 3 that they're most interested in. And next, you'll want to network. Reach out to people who are currently in the positions that your mentee is interested in. Connect them so each person can explain in greater detail what they do, so the mentee can get a better idea of what the roles entail. After all of that, you'll have your mentee make a decision. They should now have a greater scope of the positions and be able to decide if they want to commit to a certain pathway. Probably one of the hardest situations in coaching is when your mentee knows that their current position is not part of the pathway they want, but they're not sure what other pathways would be a good fit. So the first thing you'll want to do is ask questions. What are 3 things that you least enjoy about your current job and would like to never do again? What are 3 things that you enjoy most about your current job that you wish you could do more of? Then reference which P was number one in driving morale for them. Pull up the motivation tab of their toolkit and reiterate that either play, purpose, or potential was their main motivating factor, and ask them to keep that in mind as they continue to brainstorm. Then look at the career ladders. Pull up the career ladders and look at the pathways together to provide more context or answer questions. You can also use the career and self-exploration play as a resource in this step as well. Then you'll want your mentee to select some options. Have them pick out 2 or 3 positions that align with what they enjoy and what motivates them. Reminder, do not pick for them. They must decide on their own. If they don't see any within the career ladders, they may need to do some research on their own about other positions outside of what Array can offer. Once they have a few options, network. Reach out to people who are currently in the positions that your mentee is interested in. Connect them so each person can explain in greater detail what they do, and the mentee can get a better idea of what the role entails. Lastly, have your mentee make a decision. After the mentee has a greater scope of the positions, they will decide if they want to commit to a certain pathway. Reminder, let your mentee know that their decision is not set in stone. If at any point down the line they change their mind, we'll still be there to support them and guide them. Career planning with your mentee might be stressful for them and for you. You want to provide guidance and support, but not involve yourself too much to the point where they're relying on you to provide suggestions and answers. Think of yourself like a compass and not a GPS. You want to provide a clear picture of where they are and where they can go, but what path they decide is solely up to them. A good thing to do in these moments is remind your mentee of the coaching mantra. Your goal as their coach is to make sure they love their job, are great at it, and see an exciting future. They are not alone in this because you are on their side. It's also important to remind them that there is no wrong pathway. If they choose a pathway and it's not a good fit, that's more experience and information gained that will lead them towards the right fit. And on that same note, let your mentee know that their decision is not set in stone. If they get into a position and don't like it, that's not a failure. It's just finding out more information that will lead them to the best fit. You'll be there to continue to support them and help them create new plans that will aim to make the coaching mantra real for them. That is all you can do, and that is enough. Good luck as you execute this play in the future.